English, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this is a family business. It started in 1974. So that is the owner. He's called Henri Willig, and he started making the farmer's cheese as a hobby with his wife, which slowly expanded, and now we have more than 35 types of cheese. So he's now retired. That is one of his sons, Willig. He's now the director of the company with his two brothers. It's still kept in the same family, and since last year, it existed for over 50 years. So we have our own farm, 30 minutes from here. That's where we make our cheese, and then we work together with other small cow farmers in the country, and we get their milk and we make all the cheeses here. So it's a very local product. So when you make cheese, we always start the same way, which is with the milk. So over there is a container, and this fits 400 liters, and we heat it up to 29 degrees. It's an important temperature for this liquid. This is called rennet, and rennet separates the fat and the protein from the water, and the milk gets really thick, almost like pudding. Then we have another type of liquid. This is called cheese cultures, and this is a secret recipe. Every cheesemaker has their own secret recipe, and this decides on the texture and also on the flavor of the cheese. So these two we add together, and as the milk gets thick, those blades there, they help to cut the milk, and after 30 minutes you can see this separation. So in cheese making, we call this part the curd. This is the only part we use for the cheese, and that is 10%. That means for 1 kilo, we need 10 liters of milk. So what we do with the whey, we don't use it for the cheese, but you can find it in many things. For example, cosmetic products such as facial creams, makeup. We make protein shakes as well. We feed it to the animals, and we also make our own beer. So we use 100% of the milk, but like I said, we only use 10%. And in order to get the curd out of this container, we use a very simple mold. We scoop out the curd, we press it down, and then we place it underneath a cheese press, and we do this to make sure that all the whey is removed and that the curd is nice and pressed together. Then all the cheeses are placed in a salt water bath, and this is to help with preservation, and it also adds some of the salty flavor. Then here we age the cheese. We use wooden planks. We turn all the cheeses every other day because both sides need fresh oxygen. And after about 1 month, we call it a young cheese. After 3 to 6 months, we call it matured. And starting from 10 months, we call it old cheese. So this one, for example, is 2 months old. You can see it's still very soft, and you can also hear. But then I also have this one here, and this one has been aged for 2 years. And you can see I can no longer press it down. And you can also hear. This is like a weapon. This one. You can still eat it, and it really depends on your preference. This one is softer and creamier, and this is stronger and saltier. And you can try the difference in the store. Then another type of cheese we have here, and this is a smoked cheese. So it's a melted cheese, and because of the smoke, it creates a brown crust. It's still edible, and the inside gets a smoky flavor. So it's a different type of flavored cheese. So even if you don't like cheese, I always recommend to try one of the smoked cheese because it's a very different flavor. So all of our cheeses come in all kinds of flavors, and the reason is we like to add spices. The spices we add at the beginning, we mix it through the curd. And we have, for example, herbs and garlic, chili, green pesto, truffle, seasonal flavored cheese. And this is a way to add some variety because in this country we eat a lot of cheese. Then when we are ready with the cheese, we put paraffin around. It's a very old way of preserving things, and we still use it today. So because of this layer, if you don't open the cheese, you can keep the cheese without fridge for 1 month. But when you open the cheese and you break the paraffin layer, you have to put it in the fridge, and it will last 4 to 6 weeks. So this part is something that you have to remove. And because we eat so much cheese here, we have a special tool just to remove the paraffin part. So as you can see, it's very easy to remove only the wax, because it's not edible, you have to remove it. And then the same tool you can use to make slices, and this you can put on a sandwich, or you can eat it straight away. Wanna try? This is the scariest part of the demo. We also like to cook with cheese, so you can grate cheese. And this is nice for pizza, pasta, spaghetti, lasagna. But you can also eat cheese on its own. Over here we like to eat cheese as well as a snack, so we cut cheese in blocks and we can serve it for family or friends, and we usually serve it together with a sauce. And the sauces you can also try in the store. We have mustard, it's a stronger sauce, and then we have cheese dip, and that is a sweet sauce. So in the store you can also try them. You can take a piece of cheese, put the sauce on there, eat it. You can put it also on a sandwich with cheese. And we also like to combine goat cheese with honey. It's a very nice combination as well. Apart from this, you can choose a cheese, you can choose a sauce, and you can mix depending on what you like. So if you want to try any of the cheese, when I open the door, we have different counters with different cheeses. So if you go into the store, on the left, we have the young cow cheese. In the middle, the old cheese. And in the middle, on the right, we have the goat cheese, the sheep cheese, and the smoked cheese. And if you don't like cheese, we also have chocolates. Yes?
That sounds better.
That sounds better? You don't like cheese?
A
A little bit. I'm going to open the door for you. I'm sure there's one thing you like in the store. If you want to find something specific, you can ask me or any of my colleagues. But feel free to explore, and thank you for your attention as well. Yes, I'll open the door for you.